Yo, what's good, guys? So, Stargirl came out this weekend, and I absolutely freaking loved it. Let's talk. So, in today's video, I'm going to be doing a review slash sort of like a theory rant type of situation going on here for Stargirl. The pilot just came out, and I just want to go over a couple different things. And this is actually something that's going to be pretty interesting because I am doing this on a double format. This is the first episode ever that is both not only here on PK Studios Talks, the podcast, but also on YouTube and vice versa. So, whether you're watching this in video format right now or watching this on PK on the podcast, enjoy. So, Stargirl came out, and I had no idea it had come out. If I had not scrolled through Instagram and saw on some of my favorite Instagrammers, like Everything Flash, and those guys, the World of Flash and stuff like that, I would not have known that this was out. I would not have known that. But nonetheless, I sat down. Well, I didn't sit down. I didn't have the time. It was like 9 o'clock, and I was doing the dishes. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna put this phone right here, put these headphones in, and I'm gonna watch me some Stargirl while I do these dishes. And I loved it for a couple of different reasons that I'm gonna go over, and a little bit of a comparison to something that I think is really interesting, and I really love with how they went in that direction. But the first off thing, the thing is that just Brett Bassinger. I haven't seen that girl in a starring role since her Nickelodeon TV show, Belle and the Bulldogs. I love pretty much all of those actors from there. All of those guys were super cool, and they're all doing pretty cool things right now. I mean, Coy is on Mr. Iglesias on Netflix, but he's also, starting up his career in music and stuff. Alongside his girlfriend Jada and a couple other dudes, including Tyrell from the Lab Rats. And it's just really cool and interesting to see these guys grow up, get out of the Disney Channel, Nickelodeon brand or whatever, and move on with their lives. So it's interesting to see that, but it's also really cool to see them move forward. And nonetheless, moving forward with this. Wow, my video just decided to just go completely dark on me. Nonetheless, moving forward, those people who are moving forward with their careers and everything and doing stuff, and she got casted as Stargirl, and I was really excited to see what she was going to bring to the table as Stargirl, and she did not disappoint. I love the fighter type of feel for it, the gymnast aspect of her characteristics in the TV show. I love all of that about Stargirl right now. It's really interesting. I really like the idea. I also like the concept of her using the cosmic staff as a freaking skateboard, like a floating skateboard. I think that's really cool. I think that would be something that, like, if she ever happened to meet Cisco or something like that, I feel like that would be his trick or something he would do to her super suit and be like, hey, I made you these boots that are gonna stick to the staff or whatever, so you can ride it like a skateboard when you need to. And I think that's really cool. That's a really cool concept. But then nonetheless, the show is also really, really, really interesting. Like, they came out with a bang, more than most comic book TV shows like to do. Pretty much every last one of the CW TV shows that have been made, sure, they might have had a tad bit of a bigger budget to do some stuff, just to introduce some ideas and stuff. But Stargirl, man, they went way above and beyond the border with that first like 5 minutes of the episode, just showing us so many different Easter eggs. It was just a mouthful, like an eyeful of Easter eggs to just absorb within that first JSA fight. And I don't want to give away too many spoilers, at least not into the back half of the episode. That I'm going to cut that off. I'll cut off the video fully and then just do that for the podcast. So that's just your pre-warning right then and there. But it was just very interesting, and it was so cool to see so many different, like, just, it was so much stuff going on in, like, the first couple minutes of the episode that it was just like, whoa. I had to stop what I was, stop, pause, and look at it, and then keep going. And I loved how they set up the storyline. I liked the idea that they're going for with Stargirl, and then her connection to the previous Starman and the Cosmic Staff. I love the Cosmic Staff right now. I think that's a very interesting aspect of the TV show. I think her family dynamic and how they set up the characters to be moving forward into the future of the series, I loved all of that. I feel like the trailers nowadays, like trailers, they give up way too much information in the trailers about the TV shows, to the point where it's almost kind of feels like you're going to have to sit through a 13 or 26 episode series just to find out what you knew was going to happen at the end of the trailer when they said it or showed some scene, and it's like you're finally figuring it out 20 weeks in, and you're like, oh, okay, here's how we got here. But you had to go through all this process, and it was really just filler. So I'm hoping they don't take that route. I'm hoping that they learn from the past mistakes of other TV shows and make it worth our while, make the characters more interesting, and invest in the characters that were sort of teased in the end of Crisis on Infinite Earths. For those of you who don't know, who haven't watched it, Crisis on Infinite Earths essentially explained that there's a new multiverse, and amongst that new multiverse on Earth 2 now, we have Stargirl. So they essentially set up, before Stargirl was even aired, months in advance, that Stargirl essentially lives on Earth 2, which is essentially just a way of saying, okay, she's on Earth 2, so please don't bite our heads off if she doesn't show up in the next crossover, or there's no reference to her, or she doesn't reference anybody else from the other TV shows or universes, which it's really cool to me. I like the idea, I like the concept, and I think one of the biggest things that I like about this TV show is the teen aspect feeling. I'm hoping for more of a teen aspect feeling, either in this season or in the next season, and I just don't know if it's going to happen. It will really depend on how Stargirl's received, how the TV show goes along. Right now, it really didn't have a super huge premiere watching. Like, the biggest premiere watch so far is Supergirl, that had like 12 something million views for its pilot episode, and it didn't do bad. It got 2.9 something million views for its first episode, which is good. I mean, that's really good considering that Batgirl and stuff only got like 1 million. But nonetheless, it doesn't change the fact that if they don't do this show right, it could really just be a one and done season, which I'm fine with, as long as it was written in a way that it's like, okay, yeah, we can continue forward, but if we don't continue forward, we did enough, or we did what we wanted to, where it's like, it's a complete wrapped up story, right? Or we can just kind of like almost forget about a post-credit scene or the end credit or the unwrapped finishes, and it's like, okay, we didn't go there, but we wrapped up all the other loose ends, so, we're good, right? So with that being said, that's pretty much my unspoiled review for Stargirl. That's all I got to say about this. Everything else that we're going to talk about is going to be all spoilers from here. So, for those of you, I will see you guys in the next video. And, wow, it cut out me right then and there. And for the podcast users, if you have not seen the episode, if you do not want any spoilers, check out now, because we're going into spoiler territory, spoiler town, whatever you want to call it. Anyway.